go on YouTube. It's been a minute since I worked on this RSX, and let's just say some things have been happening. By things I mean, I basically physically completed the swap, but couldn't start the car. After a few months of diag and a second set of eyes, it turns out my main grounding cable was literally too small. And after all that was changed, but then I had to change my throttle body. That meant I needed a new intake manifold just to even close my hood. And then I got to drive it for the first time. And right after my first drive, I started to get a misfire. That turned into a no start. After some very long diag, we figured out it was jump-in timing. And I have slightly better valve springs, but it was a brand new timing chain, admittedly from Amazon, but I retimed it and it happened again. So a brand new closed chain later, it hasn't skipped timing since. And just as the engine became reliable, the brakes then failed, meaning I had to use some parts I was holding for my DA. And then, as soon as the car started driving, the belt started failing as well. Turns out the car just didn't like Goodyear belts, and the Continental belt on there has been working just fine. And they've just taken me away from working on that car. But in the meantime, I have been just stacking some parts, and I have been also driving the car. So I've just been figuring out what's wrong with the car and what I need to work on. And I've got like a bunch of lists. I got a bunch of stuff. So let me just show you what I got right now. Got myself a brand new radiator, which I have taken out the box, tried to install a little fan without a shroud on it, and I've nicked it a few times, spilled some oil on it, but it's a good brand new radiator with the overflow tank, a little bit of blow-by K-series, I guess. So my boy Ray gave me this catch can, shout out to Ray, and I'll be plumbing it with some AN line. Also, we've got a brand new power steering pump because your boy put the wrong power steering fluid in the car. Oh, brother! I was just upset that I didn't have power steering fluid, and I just grabbed some, didn't read the bottle, and for some reason specifically, it said no Honda Acura at the back. Like, yeah. Got a set of motor mounts that I've already put polyurethane into. This is just like an old trick to stiffen up motor mounts. The other polyurethane ones I've gotten or I've seen are really harsh, and I'm not about that. These have a bit of movement to them still, so pretty good. This one couldn't, but came in the pack. I still got to pull the rear one off the car because since I'm doing the polyurethane to it anyway, I figured might as well, and that one didn't come in the kit that I got. Another thing I'll be doing is I'll be putting a brand new throttle body onto the RSX because currently I have a CRV throttle body, I think, which is only, I think, 62 mil. And then last but not least is this is a brand new pulley for the idler because it's squealing. And that's the parts that I have for now. Those are just my reliability, ease of maintenance parts. Those are the parts that I kind of need to like get the car more reliable, because I also do need to retune it, which I need a radiator for because my current rad is leaking a bit. So boom, got all this stuff that I need to attack one by one, and let me show you how that goes. Try to keep the boring stuff out. So this is how she's sitting, quite dirty because she's being driven. I'm gonna delete this AC line, that's why it's hanging like this. And now we have access to the rad. I'm just gonna pop this off and pull it out. You're gonna need a vice grip, and all you're gonna do is just basically squeeze this guy Can't do this with one hand, so I'll show you how it ends. So yeah, you're gonna need to basically use some pliers to pull that out of the valve cover. But before I do all that, I'm gonna be cleaning this valve cover up, and I'll probably be recoating it again just to see if I can get a better wrinkle, because this one wasn't too tight. So, all right, on to the next. And as you can see, this is why I definitely want to change my pump, because this was full, but it's currently really low, and it spilled it all over everything. This was pretty clean, and yeah, and I'm pretty sure it's leaking out the power steering itself at the back part, because all the here is nasty. So I'm just gonna change the power steering fluid and get some good fluid in there. So one thing I'll definitely have to do is I'll have to re-clock this thermostat just to make sure. I think I'll just have to point it to the right to make sure the radiator angle for that rad hose kind of works out. Because where it's pointed currently isn't going to work out. I think it wants to be more towards that end. So we have the thermostat housing reclocked that way to fit the new rad area, and we have the wire extended for the sensor. So on to the next. And after quite the fight, we finally have the mount out. So here we have a brand new engine mount. And what we are going to do to kind of stiffen this guy up is we're going to fill it with some construction grade polyurethane. There we go. This still has, it says plus 35% joint movement. So the only bad thing about this is I didn't get it in the black color to match this. But it should fill up nicely and should make this a bit more solid, but not as solid as a full polyurethane mount that transfers way too much vibration. So I'll fill this up and show you what it looks like. Okay, so filled with polyurethane. Okay, so it's the next day and my little mount situation didn't turn out as great as I would have hoped. So this side looks great. This side looks a little shaky. So the good thing is that this hasn't like fully set yet, because I think this side wasn't exposed to like air as much, I guess, so it didn't really harden. As you can see how tacky it is. So I'm just gonna put another layer in on this side and kind of smooth it out like this, and she should be good. Okay, so I've added it to the other side now just to try and even it out. So that's the side that's partially dry already. And this is this side. Try to like bring it up to like make one complete face layer, so that like if it doesn't join the other side well, it at least kind of like has its own thing to do. So it's not just like a bunch of clumps that might fall off. It's just one whole piece. And now I gotta wait for that to dry. Okay, so I wanted to run the R40 valve cover because I thought it was cool and everything, because it has the Honda instead of the Honda Motor Company, etc. But one thing I'm realizing is that I think my cam gear is grinding this part of the valve cover. I might just give that a little clearance with a flat disc, because I still want to use this valve cover. Still don't want to use one with the Honda Motor Company. And I don't know where I would get a K20 valve cover. So I'm gonna pull this guy. But anyway, the order of business is actually going to be tapping this hole right here to fit a NPT to AN10 adapter that I have, Then once I tap that, I'll be cleaning this and giving it another coat of the wrinkle red, to be honest, because a lot of it's flaked off from just oil and just being used. I don't know if you should clear coat this, and I never have, so I'm gonna look into that. And to be honest, I'm just gonna give it like a quick I'm just gonna give it like a quick sand off just to make sure that it's clean again, and wash it off, clean it before I give it another coat of the red. Then after that, we'll see how it goes. So for the fittings, I ordered these, which are AN10 to NPT adapters, and all I'll be doing is I also have what the hell is my NPT taps? I also bought a set of these, which are 1/4-inch NPT taps. Boom. So that's it. So what I'll be doing is I'll be tapping this hole, one of these taps, spin this guy in, and that will be the port for my So for anyone wondering, a 3/8 NPT tap like this works with the valve cover. You don't even have to drill it any bigger. It's already the perfect size for it. You just basically have to tap it. Okay, so I now have it tapped. So this spins in pretty freely. There's a lot of oil on it, that's why all the metal is sticking to her. And now I just gotta give her a little clean. You can see that there's some threads in there. Just gotta give her a little clean up, recoat, and she'll be ready for the car again. Before I do that, which is clean the valve cover, I will be port matching this intake to this throttle plate, because the new throttle body I have is 70 mil, which is this, and this is about 65, so it could impact my blade opening, meaning that the car could get stuck while I let go. Anytime I let off the throttle, the car might get stuck basically if there isn't enough clearance here. So I'll be just hitting the edge of here and kind of be port matching this to my throttle body before I clean everything. Okay, so AN port or AN line port added, and the valve cover has been re-wrinkled, and I think it looks great now. The wrinkles are a lot tighter than before, and it looks almost OEM. Not saying it looks perfect, there's still a little nick somewhere here, like right here, I don't know if you can see it. But other than that, it looks good, ready for install. Just gotta be the AN line now and put her in. That's a win. So we have another thing crossed off the list, is this bracket for the overflow and the catch can. So might polish these up a little bit just to see if they fit the polish vibe. And with that, I'm gonna end today's video. So on next week's video, we're gonna be installing all these parts and setting up the K-series, trying to get the bay as clean as possible. And then potentially starting it and seeing what happens from there, what we have to do to get it ready for a tune. So for today, I just wanna say Merry Christmas to all you guys. Thank you for watching from the bottom of my heart. It means a lot to me because I don't really have much subscribers, and every view right now literally means the world to me. Thank you. Please subscribe if you aren't. I'm really trying to make it to 100 subscribers, and have a Merry Christmas. Again, like, comment, subscribe. Bye for now.